welcome. This is Ruth, and today I'm going to make a couple of different things to fit together in a little collection, and I'm going to use Spellbinders clubs of the month for November 2024. I'm going to sort of combine a few bits and pieces from different elements of it, and you can see already, look at that absolutely beautiful embossing folder. That's the 3D embossing folder, and it's called Rosette Burst. And sometimes whenever I put a piece of card through that, you can hardly believe that a plain piece of card can just be turned into that by putting it through a folder. Isn't that just amazing? Look at it. I am so happy with that one. Now I've also used the, what's the name of the other one here, is the Cascading Streamers. This is the 2D embossing folder. That is so gorgeous too. I've used that there. I'm just going to show you these pieces in case I don't get around to making a card with that. But there you go, there's what that looks like on metallic card, and then a sort of a shimmer card there as well. So I am going to use this one on a card, and then I'm going to make a little matching box and possibly a little place name to go along with it, because this is all quite party themed and it's a real fun little set of things that I'm going to use. So as well as this embossing folder, I am going to use the Hooray It's Your Birthday, and this is the large die of the month. Look at all those really fabulous looking little things on there. The crocodile or alligator, whatever that is. Do you know the difference? I don't. Anyway, we've got loads and loads of pieces that you can put together there. And then I've taken the Happy Birthday, and that's from the stamp and clear stamp and die set of the month as well for that kit. So before I get started, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, I would really love you to do that and hit the notification bell. And then if you're enjoying it, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. My affiliate links for everything I use will be down below in the description of the video. Spellbinders have sent me these products free of charge, and I'm just making the video for you and for me. It's not for Spellbinders at all. So I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy it. That's more to the point. And I hope you come back and watch more of them. But you can see already I've trimmed this down. I've got a 5x7 card blank there, and I'm going to use that in the landscape orientation. And I always like to use double-sided tape on the back of mirror card or satin card like that, because I find that glue sometimes just leaves a little line around it that you don't want. There's a fabulous card already. If you were just to put Happy Birthday down there and not put anything else on it, that looks fabulous already. Anyhow, that's not what we're going to do today, because I have taken the large die of the month. I have cut out this beautiful shape here, and I'm going to use that as a topper. Unfortunately, it does cover some of that up, but you can see lots and lots of it still there. So I'm going to use that. And then I have taken this little alligator, crocodile, whatever you call them. I've cut that out in some green card, as you can see here. And then there's a little die that you can cut his teeth out with. That's this little die here. See this one? So I've cut that out in white. I've put two of them up on the top, and then you can see here just down on the bottom where I have put another one on, and on his bottom teeth, I'm just going to perform a little bit of cosmetic surgery here. I am going to trim this little bit off here. So there you are. He doesn't really need to have all those teeth, but I like to put them in, and then when you put them in, you can see how you can sort of line those ones up as well, so he can get a real good bite. Now if you have a little look at this die, it's got a little bow tie in the center, but it's also got little pieces that go in behind the eyes, and the one that is the kind of shorter one of the two, that's this one, cuts out the eyes for that crocodile. So you can go ahead and just plop those in behind, and I have cut them out in some mirror card to make them really shiny. So I'm going to add some glue just in there, and not too much, because you don't want that to come out onto the mirror card at all. So there we are. Now this die here cuts out the piece that goes along the back, and I have cut that out in some glitter card just to make well, just to give a lot of texture and a lot of interest to this. So look at that. There we are. So I'm going to glue that just by this piece, and because that's glitter card, it might take just a second or two more to grab, because there's so much texture there. You need to just make sure that you've got some glue right down onto that, and then pop it on and hold it for a second or two. This little die then cuts out two little party hats, and I have cut that out here in this kind of a lilac-y colour, but I've also cut out these little pieces here, and I've added some sparkle by cutting those out in glitter card again. I think with a birthday card you want, especially a fun one like this with maybe a child or a kid or just a child at heart in mind for the card, you could just go to town and add lots and lots of texture and glitter and all sorts of fun elements to it. But that's where that piece goes. It just gets glued onto the side there, and I'll show you it up close now. There it is. And then we've got this piece here which cuts out the ribbon for the parcel, the present, and it also cuts out an extra one of these pieces to go on the top, and I have cut that out in glitter card again, and I'm just going to glue that up onto the top of there. And now I'm going to put that onto the little alligator, and I think, oops, a daisies. I think I'll just pop it right in behind his eyes there, right in there. This die cuts out two pieces together, and that would be the parcel or the present. So I've cut one out in lilac card, and then the piece that I showed you before, the little die that has all these pieces on it, cuts out the ribbon and the bow, and I've cut this out in some blue mirror card because I think that's really shiny as well, and it's actually going to match in, as you saw, with the little car that I've made for the next piece. And I kind of like all the colours to tie in whenever I'm making a little set like this. So there's the little gift, and there's our friend here already. And I'm going to put some grass along the bottom of this first and then add it onto here. So you can see here I've cut some of this out, and I've just taken this die here and I've taped it onto some green card, and that's going to be the grass. So it cuts it out just wherever you need. You can make it as long as you want, you can put that further up if you want. I'm just going to take this off for the moment, and then I want to make sure that it fits perfectly across the bottom here instead of having this kind of white line. So what I'm going to do is set this die back in again. I'll just glue it on, actually I think might be better. Just glue this on here so that it overhangs the edge, and set this die back on and cut it out again, and then that will fit perfectly. That's my little piece all ready to go on here. Now for the background on the sky there, I don't really want that to be lots of clouds and a lot of detail on it, because this is very, very fussy in the background. So I've got a little finger dauber. It's quite dry, there's not an awful lot of ink, and I'm really just going to dab little bits of blue, it's a turquoisey blue or whatever ink was left on it, just here and there across that sky part. And then I'm going to attach all these pieces together. So you can see I've added the little bow onto the our friend. I'm just going to call him our friend because I don't actually know what he is, and I've glued that down in the center just there, and I think that's where the bow should be. He's going to go on here, and you can see with the little present then there were some little circles that got cut out with some of these pieces of the other dies there, so I cut them out again in pink, added a little bit of shading, and then shaded around the outside of the parcel or the present, and I've got 3D foam pads in the back of that. So I just stamped out happy birthday, and I trimmed it off with my trimmer and backed it onto some green glitter card, and that's going to go up here. So now all that's left to do is to attach all of this onto the card base. I'll start with this, I think. This time it would be nice to make a little gift box to match the card. So I've taken this little ribbon box die and I've cut that out twice in white, and now I'm just going to assemble that. It's really, really easy to make. All I need to do is attach this on here and this piece on in behind here, and then fold the bottoms up, and then I can attach the a little topper onto that I'm going to make with the dies from this set as well. cut the little frog out with this die, and again it's in green card, so I've just inked around the outside to give it a little bit of definition. And then there are two little cheek pieces. Now they're actually on here and they're smaller, but I put bigger ones on just because I thought I'd like them to be quite smiley. And then you can see here as well on this one, there's this little shape. Now I've had a little look and this seems to be a little t-shirt, so we're going to use it for that, but I'm also going to use it in the way that I've seen on Spellbinders website as well, that you can use this for the little kind of wheel arch as well, I think it is. So there we are at the minute. I've also got the little eyes cut out to go in the back of this. There they are, and they're just exactly the same way that I cut out the ones for the alligator. So I'm just going to put some glue along here and round there, and they go on just like that. There we are. Now he's going to go into the car, but first of all I've got two more of these pieces that were the what I would call the t-shirt there, and I've turned them over so that they're facing the wrong way around, and I'm going to put glue on here. I've already got one on, just want to show you that I've seen this done as well, so we're going to go with this one. Put it on there so that it's right down level at the bottom, and I've cut the little car. As you can see, I've cut it out with lovely shiny blue card. And then I've cut the other piece out, which is just the flat piece in black, and that's this one. This is the one I cut in blue, and then this can go right on here. So you can see how that's all going to come together now, and the little lights are here. So I will add some gold onto that in a moment or two, but I want the gold to sort of sit over a little bit over the front as well. Little die then cuts out. We can add a different colour onto the back of the seat there. I'm going to leave it black, and then these are the wheels. I've cut those out in black as well, and they're going to go right on there. And then this one is the little steering wheel, and you'll glue that by this little round part here just in behind, like so. And now we can add the little frog in here, and he's going to have his little paws attached to the front paws, feet, what do you call that in a frog? They're going to go right on the steering wheel like that. Ah. And then we can add his party hat on. Cut this out with some gold card, and these are the little lights. So you can see here there's marks for them there, and I was just going to put it on top, but I think that actually slips in there. So I have put my tweezers in there and just made sure there's enough room to put the glue in. I'm going to hold it there, a little bit of glue on here and here, and pop that right in there. And there we are. Now I think I might need to add another little one. No, that's the bumper, isn't it? Gosh, I'm getting carried away. I thought that was going to be another light down there. So there's my lovely little frog in the car, and I'm going to attach him to the front of the box here. I think I'll put him on 3D foam pads. I thought those other sides were quite plain there, and they would be really nice if I cut this embossing folder up and put them all on there. So I've done that on the other three sides, and then I've cut out the hooray, and I'm just going to put it right up above the little frog there. Now I know that actually gets attached to another piece, which you can make with the rest of the dies, but I just thought that would be really nice there. I should say actually that you can cut this piece out and have a plain banner, and then you can set this one inside it, and when you cut the two of them together, that's what gives you this part here. So a plain one with this, or this one or this one into the center, and you'll get that writing on there. I've got a lovely sort of birthday card here, and then this little gift box. You can see I've just looped some ribbon through there. I didn't want it going the whole way around this time, so I've made a little loop and just cut little tails in the end, and I've got that. So I was going to make a little place setting, but I think I'll make a tag instead. That's more suitable, I think. So I've got my big tag punch here. I've cut a piece of card to 2.5 inches wide, and I can make this whatever length I like now. So I'll just cut that off and then I'll start to decorate it. I've cut the same grass out that I used on the card there, and I've put it along here, and I'm going to trim it off at the edges of the little tag. And I've got some very pale ink, and I just want to add just a little bit of turquoise and blue and whatnot to the sky area here. Randomly, I don't really want it to look too uniform, so I'm not too worried about how that looks just at the minute. And then I'm going to add lots of little pieces onto that as well. So I've got the little tortoise, and I've cut the body out in this brown pearlescent card, and I think I don't want the legs to be as long as that on it, because I just think they would look nicer shorter. Oh, I nearly forgot. This little piece here is for the eyes. See that little one there? And there are 2 dies on that one piece, and they cut out 2 different sets of eyes. So I'm going to put this one in behind here, and I need to put some glue on there first, and then I'll put the little tortoise down in behind the grass. That's good on there. These dies, I should have said, are from this little die here is from the Birthday Bliss small die of the month set, and it's really beautiful. There's other ones on there as well. There's the little sloth, I think that is, and then these clouds and bits and pieces are really beautiful. But I'm going to cut this grass off here first, and then we'll carry on with the rest of that little tortoise. He's really cute. So there we are, and then I've cut out the plain part for the back. I've cut that out in glitter card, and then I've cut the next piece out in mirror card, satin effect mirror card, and I'm going to pop that right up on top there and just cover a little bit more of the brown of the body there, just like that. Isn't he actually really cute? I've got a little party hat here that's going to go on right there. I've cut it out in gold this time. Now that again is from the other die set. That's from the large die of the month, and that's going up there. And then I have got this piece here. Now you can see I have left a little bit of a gap just down in behind there, and I might even just cut this off, but I've got balloons cut out to go on here, and I just want to be sure that I've got plenty of room for them. So I'm going to add the balloons first of all onto the top of these pieces, and I'll just show you the little die that I cut them out with. So you'll get 3 on there, and that means that you can cut them out 3 times and get 3 different colours. And I've got these colours because, again, I want everything to tie in with all the rest of these. So we're going to put these on first of all. I think I'll keep them quite far down there because I haven't got an awful lot of room there. I've cut this whole piece off here and just left the bow and put glue on the back of that, and that's going to go right there at the top of the shell. That way it fits on just below this little hole here, and that looks far better. But as you can see, I've cut out a cloud, and I do want to use that, but I don't want to use it all, so I'm going to pop that on there, and again just cut off the bit that I don't need at the side. Do you know, I actually think I'll cut out the smaller cloud. I think that would look better on there. What do you think? Do you like that little set? Although I've made a tag with this, you could most definitely add that as a topper onto a card as well. But I just wanted to show 3 different birthday items. So we've got the card and the little gift and the little tag as well. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. That's all I'm going to make with this, and there'll be lots more photos at the end, so don't go anywhere. Just hang around and have a little look at those as well. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And down below the video there, if you have time to leave me a little comment, even just thanks or just a little heart or something, but a little comment would be really, really lovely. It helps my channel, and I do really, really appreciate that. I always try to get back and answer everybody as well, so it's always nice to interact and see the names there as well. Anyhow, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that and hit the notification bell, and you can share the video if you like, just whatever you want to help promote my channel. I'd always be very, very grateful for that as well. These clubs are available at the moment for non-club members, so I hope you can get some of those if you like them, and my affiliate links will be down below the video for that as well. Until next time, happy crafting. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.